CustomTactiles.com here, and we're looking at a Dalton scale release today. Those of you that are familiar with Dalton knives know that he puts out a ton of different models, sometimes one every month, and usually each one is a limited production of several hundred, which makes collecting Daltons kind of fun because you always got a new one to buy, and of course somewhat frustrating too because sometimes you can't afford to buy them all. The scale release that we're looking at today is one of Dalton's few non-button released automatics, and this one uses a hidden scale release, which is activated by sliding the front and rear scales apart like this. So you can see that space there, and that releases the lock bar at the top, which allows you to close the knife and also open the knife. And it's a little bit harder to open than the button release models. The scale is somewhat stiffer, but it still has that trademark Dalton sound, that shtick sound, and you get when it opens because of the way that he fits his knives with the aluminum. It has a very satisfying sound when the automatic fires, and it fires extremely hard, like all Daltons. Just do one more time here. So there's the Dalton Combat logo, and then a patent pending DS design etched on the back. That's not commonly seen on his knives for whatever reason. That's on this one. And the typical Dalton pocket clip with the Allen head machine screws, which he uses pretty much exclusively for assembly of his knives. As you see, another one there. Dalton doesn't really get too creative with his hardware on his knives or his materials. For the most part, he uses hard anodized aluminum or just regular anodized aluminum in different colors, and ATS 34 steel. This one uses ATS 34 steel. I believe some of his other models use 154 cm. So pretty much a standard Dalton build as far as materials are concerned here. Hollow ground, sort of a modified spear point or drop point blade with a swedge up here. 3.5 inch blade. It's a good size. Actually, a really nice, really nice design in general as far as a general utility knife is concerned. One of the things that bugs me a little bit about this one is the scale release kind of shifts a bit. So when you're holding it, you can actually feel that. You can hear it maybe right now from me shaking it, but it actually slides back a bit. And it's not actually sliding in the direction of the release, it's actually sliding in the reverse direction. And I guess it's just imperfection in the tolerances of the knife. It's a little bit distracting, but I suppose it doesn't affect the stability of the lock in any way. And bead blasted blade, which is also typical of Dalton. Very few of his knives have non-bead blasted blades. He's started to in more recent years do some satin and even mirror polish rarely. But as far as from this era is concerned, just about every single knife is bead blasted. So a few more shots of the Dalton scale release here. You can take a look at it. Some grooves machined into the handles. Alright, hope you enjoyed the review.